respect for Karen and her staff. They do a phenomenal job. They do it right. They coach the game right. Their kids play hard. They know what they want to do and how they want to do it. And I thought, we talked about that in practice. Is they're not going to give us the three, and they did. And so you got to find other ways to score. And luckily, dribble penetration by Nick and a few other guys at least got us something going to the rim and gave us a chance to score. Because for a while, we were definitely offensively challenged.
Nikki, did the last game up there against them give you confidence and some kind of poise, knowing that you could come back and this was only half the deficit you faced last time?
Yeah, going into halftime, we were down by 18 at our house, and coming here we were down by like 7 or 8, so it was just kind of like another motivator, just that we can do it and we've done it before.
Was something said at halftime for the players? You were outscored 10-0 in the first half on points off turnovers, but yet 0 Texas got in the second half. Were you guys talking about how sloppy you were and anything like that in the first half?
I mean, that's kind of our big thing with our team is just, we've done so good up to this point in the season of limiting our turnovers. It's something that we try to focus on, and I think everyone did a really good job of not, shutting down. We're down and we could have easily just threw in the towel. We could have thrown in the towel a couple times in the second half, especially, when she gets the and one and Fallon fouls out. It's really important to us that we just stick with it. And I think it's really important for us, too, that we stick together and trust our coaches and trust them because, they can say as much as they want, but it's the people inside the lines that count. And when we're out there, we just have to have the faith in each other that we can go out there and play, and that's what we did today.
Bill, talk about, was it your game at home was the same today, scoring droughts and all, and then you got to call a timeout, make a change. And how do you adjust for that?
It was eerily the same. The score, I think it was 59-57 at home, it's 58-57 here. Two teams that play very different styles of offense and defense, but two teams that I think compete and play the game the right way. And I thought, at home, we had the advantage of the crowd that got us through the tough time. And today, we just stayed in the game. And I think the biggest thing was we only turned the ball over twice in the second half. We rebounded enough. We're never going to out-rebound Texas, maybe ever. And then getting to the free throw line, find a way to score. So those things give you a chance. And like I said, we're just fortunate that the last shot for us went in, the last one for them didn't.
Bill, two defensive questions. What did you get? Lang started off basically didn't seem like what she wanted to, and you guys really, I don't think she may have one shot the second half. Also, once they got up 40-31, things really went dry for them over like the next 17. Did anything change for you guys defensively over that spot?
Not a lot. I mean, we were a little more aggressive in the post. I mean, in the first half, our inside game got annihilated. We just had no answer for them. And their length, their physicality, the way they rebounded. But the second half, we tried to dig and help a little bit different. We kept our guards inside a little bit. When you do that, you're going to give up some shots. So we just felt like if we could defensive rebound, not give them and ones, don't foul, and don't let them foul their own shot, we'd have a better chance. So the last 10 minutes, I thought, was very similar to the game at home as far as defense was good, offense a little shaky, but made the plays when we had to.
How different is Texas without NECA with players? Do you see a difference?
I think their team actually did a really good job, bouncing back without her. It's one of those things where when you lose your best player for the rest of the season in the way they did, they could have easily just shut it down for the rest of the season. And you could just see in their eyes that they're not going to. And the fight that they have, it's really commendable. And I was really proud. I mean, as hard as they fought, like Coach said, it's just our shots went in and it didn't in the stretch. And I thought they really did a good job. And, credit to NECA as well. She has a really positive attitude, with her injury and being around her teammates. Nikki talked to her before the game. I talked to her afterwards. And her spirit hopefully just carries them through the rest of the season because they can do really big things. And I hope they don't take these losses, as hard as because they play hard and they fight for 40 minutes, that's for sure.
And Bill, because of NECA's injury, do they look like a team that's a little more fragile, out of their comfort zone? They hit 9 threes at your place and 2 today.
I mean, I think anyone would, to be honest with you. When you lose that not just that kind of player, but that kind of presence. I mean, when she walks in the building, she's got a presence that most players don't have, and they'll figure it out. It's tough to do it in the middle of the season, I think that's why they went smaller today, getting Breanna Taylor back, getting Errol Atkins back, gives them another scoring threat. It'll take a little time probably, but you don't replace a NECA with one player. Everyone's got to do a little bit more, but it's one of those things that is this probably the worst part about our sport is when you see stuff like that happen. And like Brynn said, she's got a great spirit about her. And I just told her at the end of the game, I said, it's been an honor coaching against you. You're still the leader of this team. Keep being the leader of this team, and I think she will be. And she's going to be a great pro someday, and she's a phenomenal representative of the University of Texas and what they stand for, and our league, and women's basketball as a whole. And it's sickening to see the way it went for her, but there's great things ahead of her, and it'll be an honor to say that she's a Big 12 player and that we played against her.
Can I ask you about your neckwear?
We wore bow ties today in honor of Travis Mays. Coach Mays' mother passed away on Monday, I believe, or I don't know, I shouldn't say it was Monday. I know, I heard on the broadcast of the game, and I immediately texted my ops guy and said, we're gonna wear bow ties. I obviously asked Karen first. She thought, no problem. So just, Travis Mays is one of the great guys, tremendous player, tremendous coach, a guy that every time you see him, you feel better. Big smile, and we don't look as good as Travis, and it took us a hell of a long time to learn how to tie these things, but this was for him today.
Any more questions?
Thank you all. Have a good day.